Hi guys, I'm Trish. I'm in Melbourne in stage 4 restrictions in a state of disaster, and I'm doing really good with it. I'm probably a bit flushed in the face if you've noticed that, because I've just been out for a walk and it's absolutely gorgeous out there today. I live right near the beach, so I went for a walk down the beach with a friend, socially distanced, wearing masks, no more than an hour, blah blah blah. Yesterday I stayed home, except for going out. I had to duck out to the shops and get a few things, but I stayed home and I plucked my eyebrows and I did a paw pack and a face mask and did nair on my moustache and my beard. What else did I do? I painted my nails. It was a real self-care day, like a physical self-care day, just doing nice shit for myself. And what I didn't do was go into the city and protest. That felt really good, not being a dickhead. What else did I do? Oh, I did. You know, there's certain ISO things. It's like things that you can tick off that you've done in ISO. I haven't made sourdough bread or banana bread, but what I did do yesterday, after much research the night before, and big thanks to Brad Mondo. Does anyone know where I'm going with this when I say Brad Mondo? Go and have a look at his videos. He's a hairdresser. I did an ISO haircut on myself, although you probably can't really tell because I've got so much hair. So it doesn't look bad. I just cut layers in. I didn't cut any of the length off, so it's still just as long as it's always been, but I put just one layer in all the way around, just to give it a bit more, you know, a bit more of that. And I was really excited about that because I've tried to cut layers in my hair before, which I did just over 2 years ago, and it was an absolute disaster. And it looked absolutely awful, and it's taken me so long to grow it out. But this worked out really well, so now I can cut layers in my hair. I'm really happy, never need to go and see a hairdresser as long as I live. My daughter normally goes to the hairdresser, not very often, maybe only about twice a year. And then, you know, she usually, in all honesty, comes home and then I fix it up for her. I'm not a hairdresser, but I can cut hair a little bit. But up until yesterday, I couldn't do layers. So I watched Brad Mondo's video on how to do a haircut at home. And my daughter, she had very long hair. I should have got her to come out and show you. She had pretty long hair, not as long as mine, but it was pretty long. But she had absolutely, completely destroyed it with bleach. She likes the colours, although she has had purple hair, but she likes the reds and stuff. And because of the colour of her hair, she's always had to bleach it to get it to the colours that she wanted. I don't have to put bleach in my hair because my hair's all completely grey, so it just grabs onto the colour. But her hair was just like, it was literally like a bird's nest. It was awful from about here down. It was so dry and just absolutely fried, and looked like someone had just taken bites out of it, and it was awful. So I've been saying to her for a week or so now, you've got to let me cut your hair. You've got to let me just cut all that shit off your hair. But she knew I'd have to go quite short to get it all off. So she finally said, "Mum, can you cut my hair?" So yeah, I did a bit of research and cut it how Brad said to cut it. Except I didn't shape it around her face. We didn't want to get too ambitious. So I cut her hair, and it's like a shoulder length bob now with one layer. It looks so nice and it's so healthy. So I was very, very excited that I did two, not one, but two ISO haircuts yesterday with crafting scissors because I couldn't find my hairdressing scissors, and it's turned out pretty good. When I cut hers yesterday, it was straightened, and it is a little bit uneven around the back, which you see when you've got really thick hair and it's straight. But she washed it last night and let it dry naturally, and so it's just sort of kinked up in little waves and stuff, and you can't see the unevenness at all. And she very rarely straightens her hair, so we're both pretty happy with that. So yeah, that was my big exciting day. Oh, and yesterday, because it was Saturday night, I did a Zoom chat with some friends, and then I finished that chat and I went and joined a Zoom chat with some other people that mostly I didn't know. There was only 2 people in there that I've met before. So I'm a bit shy when I first meet people, and I sort of just like to sit back and just sort of take it all in for a little while before I throw myself out there. And I went in and they were playing like silly Zoom games, like dares and just having to do silly stuff. And I thought, oh no, I can't just sit back and just, because, they put us in teams, so I, couldn't let the team down. So they just had us doing all this stupid shit. But it was, it was fun. It was a little bit silly and whatever, but it was, it was okay. What else? That's about it, I think. I did watch Dan's address this morning, or at noon. I don't even know what time it is now, about 2 o'clock or something. But I won't go into that because I only watched it just that first run. I haven't gone and done further research. I will later on, if it's updated. It might not be updated till tomorrow. I'll actually go onto the DHHS site and read up the new and revised rules and the roadmap out of here, I think is what it's being called now. I'm particularly interested in the social bubble. I don't know if anyone else saw it. There was a petition that went around about the social bubble. I don't even know what that's called. It's a something bubble where at the moment people who have intimate partners that they don't live with are allowed to visit them, subject to curfew rules and all that sort of thing. But you're allowed to visit your intimate partner. So now they're changing it so that you are allowed to, for people who live alone, who are single, they can have a person that they visit with in their home. So it's essentially the same as having, like the intimate partner rule, but you don't have to, it doesn't have to be someone that you're actually intimate with. It can just be a friend. So I want to read up on that, not for me, because I live with my daughter and so I don't qualify and I don't need to nominate someone, but I want to read up on the rules regarding that. I just like to be up to date with all of the rules and know what they actually are, rather than just relying on, he said, she said on Facebook or, wherever else the media wants to spread their lies and their misinformation. So that's what I'll be doing later. I just feel, once I've made this video, I'll upload it and I'll go and do my reading. And then I just need, this is going to sound really fucking weird, I need some time just for myself to actually do nothing, to not be at the shops or going for a walk or, doing like physical self-care, like plucking my eyebrows and shit, which is fun, but I need some time, and I just feel like I haven't had it for days. I just need some time to park my ass on the couch and just do colouring in or cross-stitching or watching shit on YouTube, eating raisin toast and drinking coffee. I am craving that. I am craving alone time. Can you see why I love ISO? Well, I do. I do like ISO. And with the week that I've had this week, I've really been affected by a lot of the negativity that I see. Like I don't want to go off Facebook and I don't want to leave my groups because there really is good in them. That's where my friends are now. That's how I connect with my friends, and like on Zoom and video calling and stuff and Messenger. So I don't want to turn my back on that. But every time you open it up, there's a lot of negativity in lots of different forms. Ignorance and just people having a negative attitude about a lot of things. And it's easy to say, oh well, I'll just scroll past that, whatever. But I see it. You've got to, as you're scrolling through, it's not like a flag comes up and says, negative, positive, negative, positive. It's not fucking Tinder where you can just swipe left or right. So you do see it, and you say, oh, there's another negative post, and you keep scrolling, and then there's some good stuff. Oh, another negative post. So you're still seeing it. It's still getting into your head. But this week I've been working on just trying to let that just wash off me, because I don't want the negativity, and I've got no problems with people being negative as such, because people are having a really rough time with this for whatever reasons, and they are reaching out to people, and that's fine. That's good that people are reaching out, and expressing themselves. There's nothing wrong with expressing negative emotions. But because, I mean, I would like to live in a world of sunshine and rainbows and unicorns and glitter, but it's not realistic. But because at the moment the entire world is going through such a rough time, there is so much more negativity like floating up in the world as well, and it does have an impact on me. So I'm trying to learn how to see it and acknowledge that I've seen it, but not absorb it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm just going to go and sit in a happy bubble on my couch for the rest of the day and do absolutely jack shit. And I'm really looking forward to that. I need that, just that me time to be completely unproductive. And that's it. That's it for now. I hope everyone's doing well, particularly, with the announcements today. I hope people can, rather than see, another 2 weeks and so negative, I'm hoping that people can try to see the positives in it. That, like I saw news reports, which I don't put much credence in, but I saw news reports yesterday predicting that the stage 4 lockdown would be extended for a further 4 weeks. So when Dan gets up today and says, it's only going to be another 2 weeks, I think, it's not 4 weeks, it's 2 weeks. And then, but things are going to be changing in that time, and, things are improving. We've got that social bubble now that is going to be accessible to people who need it, which is a fantastic thing. And that's what I was saying before. That, I don't know if anyone saw it, but there was a petition that went around last week or the week before, petitioning to have that social bubble available for people to use, for the single people to use, to combat that real, next level isolation, loneliness for people who are just at home on their own, not seeing anyone for months at a time. And I don't know, I don't want to sit here and say it was the petition that, made that happen, but maybe it was, and no one had to go out into the city not wearing masks and protesting en masse to make that happen. So, you can still have your say, but I don't think, and I'm not against protesting. I've protested myself. I went when they were doing the all of the letters, gay, lesbian, all that, the equal love, equal rights to marriage. I went and I protested for that. I went into the city to do that. But it wasn't, pandemic times. So, and when they had the Black Lives Matter protest, I have no problem with people protesting for their rights, but there's a time and a place to do it, and now is not the time to do it. So, have other campaigns on Facebook, make petitions, that sort of thing. Your voice can still be heard. That's really it. I want to go and sit on the couch now. I just want to shut the fuck up and go and sit on the couch.